Remember when that unitary robot in China went completely rogue and started acting erratically? Or when a mecha, the world's most advanced humanoid, looked straight into the camera and said it would never experience true love or companionship like humans do? Those moments probably made you think, robots will always be just robots. Cold, unpredictable machines that might get smarter, but never truly human. Expectation flip. Well, if that's what you believed, you couldn't be more wrong. Because since those viral moments that convinced everyone robots could never be like us, the technology has exploded forward by decades, not years. While you were programming your cleaning bot to avoid the living room furniture, a robot somewhere learned to feel physical pain for the first time. And while you were showing off your Ray-Ban Meta glasses to friends, another machine figured out how to see colors and spectrums you can't even imagine. And while you were having that awkward conversation with ChatGPT, yet another robot just developed emotional responses that mirror human psychology. Reality connection. Look, I know what you're thinking. Either you're excited because you've been waiting for this breakthrough, or you're mentally preparing your underground bunker. But this isn't some fantasy where robots suddenly become sentient overnight. This is documented science happening right now, and it's actually kind of amazing. Scientists aren't just making robots more efficient anymore. They're making them more us. From synthetic skin that can feel a butterfly's touch to artificial eyes that see the world in ways we never could. We're not just building machines anymore. Credibility and promise. So, whether you're a tech enthusiast dreaming of robot companions, someone who thinks we're moving too fast, or you're still stuck thinking about that glitchy unitary robot, we're all witnessing something unprecedented. Because the truth is, these advancements aren't about replacing humanity. They're about understanding what makes us human in the first place. And in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how far we've come since those moments that made us doubt. Trust me, you're not going to believe what we've achieved. And by the end of this video, you might start questioning what actually makes us uniquely human, robots with real skin. Imagine shaking a hand with a machine, and for the first time in history, it actually knows how firm your grip is. Not because of some complex algorithm, but because it literally felt it. Scientists at the University of Cambridge just cracked one of robotics' oldest puzzles. How do you give a machine the gift of touch without turning it into a walking computer? Their answer? Think of it like a really smart glove. This robotic skin can detect pressure, temperature, and yes, even pain, without needing sensors scattered everywhere like some kind of technological Christmas tree. Amazingly, it's actually improving. Through machine learning, this skin keeps getting better at understanding the world around it. So that robot assistant of yours? It might soon start giving you feedback on your handshake technique. Perhaps a little less grip strength next time, babe. But this isn't just about robots getting touchy-feely. This technology is already being tested in prosthetics, giving amputees the chance to feel again. It's like we're not just building robots, we're rebuilding humans too. But wait, if you think robots just learning to feel like humans is impressive, wait until you see what they can do with their eyes. Because what I'm about to show you makes human vision look like we're all legally blind. Oh, sorry, I meant blind. Robots that see like us. Remember in Blade Runner, when they tested replicants by looking into their eyes? How could they spot the artificial beings? Because their eyes gave them away. Too perfect. Too calculating. Well, researchers in Japan just flipped that entire concept on its head. In June 2025, they unveiled something that sounds impossible. An artificial synapse that sees colors with the precision of the human eye. But amazingly, it powers itself. No batteries, no charging cables, just solar energy. It's like they took the concept of green technology and ran with it. This isn't just about robots seeing red or blue. We're talking about distinguishing colors with a resolution of just 10 nanometers across the visible spectrum. To put that in perspective, this artificial eye can spot color differences that would make a graphic designer weep with joy. It's so precise, it makes our human eyes look like they need glasses. But wait, there's more. And this is where it gets almost spooky. This synapse doesn't just see, it thinks. It can perform logic operations without any extra circuitry. Imagine self-driving cars that recognize traffic lights, not because they're programmed to, but because they genuinely see them the way you do, all while sipping energy like a Prius. Now, smart cars with superhuman vision are impressive. But remember that movie, Her, where a guy falls in love with his AI assistant? Well, turns out that wasn't science fiction. It was a preview of what scientists are actually building right now. Robots with personalities, ready for your new best friend? Okay, this is where things get either really exciting or really weird, depending on your perspective. Google, yes, the same company that knows what you're going to search before you do, has filed a patent that essentially lets you download a personality into a robot. Think about that for a second. Your robot could wake up tomorrow with the wit of Robin Williams, the wisdom of Morgan Freeman, or, hey, even the sarcasm of your favorite cynical friend. Google's cloud-based system means you could literally upgrade your robot's personality like you upgrade your phone's operating system. Robot update available, now with 30% more dad jokes and improved empathy algorithms. But here's where it gets really interesting, and maybe a little emotional. This technology could theoretically recreate the personality of loved ones we've lost. Imagine having conversations with a digital version of your grandmother, complete with her terrible cooking advice and tendency to pinch cheeks. Now, whether this is heartwarming or deeply unsettling probably depends on your worldview. Some might see it as keeping memories alive. Others might wonder if we're playing with forces we don't fully understand. Either way, it's happening. But giving robots personalities is one thing. What will happen when they start building their own kind? Did I see an eyebrow raise? Astonishingly, we've officially entered the age of robot reproduction, and it's not what you think. Universal robots, UR3, small, nimble, and reproducing. Here's something that sounds like pure science fiction. Robots that build other robots. The Universal Robot's UR3 isn't just performing tasks. It's literally creating more of its own kind. Now, before you start hearing the Terminator theme song in your head, let's put this in perspective. The UR3 is about as threatening as a really smart assembly line worker. It costs $23,000, cheaper than most cars. And you program it by literally just moving its arm around and tapping a screen. It's so user-friendly, it makes IKEA furniture assembly look complicated. But what's fascinating is, this little robot is democratizing manufacturing. Small businesses that could never afford industrial automation can now have their own robotic workforce. It's like we're witnessing the birth of a new industrial revolution, one tiny robot at a time. The philosophical question, though, is kind of mind-bending. When robots start making robots, who's really in charge of the manufacturing process? Are we still the creators, or have we become the supervisors of our own creation's creativity? And that's just the beginning of questions we're going to have to answer. Because when a robot can feel pain, see beyond human capability, carry your grandmother's personality, and build copies of itself, all decide it doesn't need human permission anymore. Conclusion. What does all this mean? It means we're not witnessing technological progress anymore. We're watching the birth of a new species. One that learns from us, thinks like us, but isn't bound by our limitations. Whether you're excited, terrified, or somewhere in between, one thing is clear. We're not just building better tools anymore. We're creating digital reflections of ourselves, and in doing so, we're learning what it really means to be human. The question isn't whether this technology will change the world, because it already has. The question is, What happens when these robots don't just copy human abilities, but start improving on them? What happens when they begin learning and evolving completely on their own, without any human input whatsoever? Believe me, this is not so far. Because when machines start teaching themselves, the student might just become the master. If this glimpse into our robotic future made you think twice about what's coming next, hit that like button and subscribe. Whether you're a team robot or team human, you definitely don't want to miss what's happening in the world of AI. The future is arriving faster than we thought, and honestly, it's going to be incredible.